Everton have been given a 10-point deduction. It's finally happened, and it is a disgrace. The Premier League have looked at the case and been, oh, we can make ourselves look good here by giving some point deduction to a team that have spent more than what they have earned breaking FFP. But what they haven't reached to look at is the fact that Everton have been working with the Premier League for the past 5 seasons to make sure we do not break the amount of money we can use. That's why under Rafa Benitez we only spent so much money. However, apparently that doesn't matter anymore, because a team, aka Portsmouth, going into administration only warrants 9-point deduction. Us breaking a single FFP warrants a 10-point deduction. Doesn't make much sense. Well, so those examples are there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Man City with their 115 breaches. Now, I understand that it's going to take a lot longer to research 115 breaches compared to a single breach. However, me, you, and everyone that watches football and knows anything about the Premier League knows nothing will happen to Man City, nothing will happen to Chelsea, and they'll just continue doing whatever they want because they earn the Premier League a lot of money. You know it, I know it, we all know it. That's where a lot of fans are very annoyed, including myself. If something happens to Chelsea, they're probably going to end up getting relegated to the Championship. And God's sake, if something happens to Man City, they're not going to be a club any longer. Because if that's 10 points for one breach, you do the math, and that's... I can't be asked to do the math. But you get what I mean. 1,500, I think. But I'm probably wrong, because I've just come from a long day of school to listen to this. Now, on top of that, we have also got to worry about Burnley, Leicester and Leeds, who are all trying to sue the club, Everton, for 300 million in total. I don't know if that's each, but I know it's in total. That basically means we are fucked. Because while we may be able to survive the season with only 4 points, in fact, Everton are the only team to survive while being on only 4 points after 12 games. In 1994-95, we won the FA Cup that season as well. Maybe it comes the end. That's something we can only hope. However, that is beyond the point. While we should still be able to survive, are the players going to be motivated? We don't know. How are the players going to react to this? We don't know. Dyche's got to get the team continuing the form we were in. However, what happens to Man City is going to be the big question mark over this entire thing now. Are Man City going to get the same punishment we are? And if that is so, then that is ridiculous. Or Man City not going to get a punishment, which would be even worse. Or are Man City going to get the right punishment, which is probably relegation to the Vanarama National League or something like that? Who knows? We don't know. That's the thing. It's ridiculous. I wish I could be honest here. And that's what I'm doing. I wish I could just tell you guys that this is a fair decision. Everton deserve it. We broke the rules. But no. I can't tell you that because this is ridiculous. To know that Everton have been working with the Premier League to make sure we don't overspend our budget, which, no, that's what we're not trying to be doing because we've been working with them. But then all of a sudden we have, and that warrants a 10-point deduction, even though we worked with them to make sure we didn't. So if we have overspent, they've told us we can do that, and then they've just come back and like, oh no, you can't do that anymore. 5 seasons onwards. Make that make sense, because that doesn't make sense in my head. There's so many problems with this, that this does more bad for the Premier League than it does good. Because while it's good in the fact now that teams know they can't just go and spend as much as they want, that's only good for the lower teams to know. Because the top teams, your Man Cities, your Chelseas, they're going to continue to spend big because they know nothing can happen to them because they earn so much money for the league. However, if in a couple of seasons' time, when all the breaches are done for Man City, and if they're given a proper fair trial, and they are given what they deserve, which is probably Vanarama League, down to non-league, then yeah, the big teams are worried as well. They know they can't spend as much. But if it's only going to happen to the teams that aren't earning them as much money, your Evertons, then what's the worry for the big teams? They can just continue to go spend hundreds of millions, breaking rule after rule, and get away with it time after time. There's so many problems, like I've said, and there's too much to talk about. I can do a separate video on this, but this is just my initial reaction to this breach and to our point deduction. We're obviously going to try and file against it. We're obviously going to try and avoid those court cases of Leeds, Burnley and Leicester. God knows what happens, but whatever does happen, we cannot give up. We've got to keep pushing. We're in good form. This is one of the worst bottom threes you will ever see in this league. So I am also kind of happy it's happened now, rather than it happen next season, maybe when you got the likes of Leicester and better teams in this league. Maybe it's better to happen now rather than next season, when we'd probably be even more than what we are now. We're sat on 4 points, 19th in the league, but we still have a very good squad, and to be honest, I'm still pretty confident we're going to stay up. But that's my initial reactions. Thank you for watching. I can make another video if you want. Tell me in the comment section below. So yeah, I'll see you guys again in the next one. If you're watching this on day it came out, 4 PM, we will be live playing Joshua Giles in the friendly. Go check the description for his link. I'll see you guys again in the next one. And goodbye and goodbye.